What's up with this, man? Play this table and wait forever?
In poker, fortunes can change in the blink of an eye. For Scotty Nguyen, the Prince of Poker, his story is one of meteoric success, devastating loss, and an unforgettable comeback. Turning a modest bankroll into millions, then facing addiction, bankruptcy, and public scandal, Scotty's roller coaster journey reveals both the allure and dangers of life at the high-stakes tables. Buckle up, because this story is one you won't soon forget. From Vietnam to Vegas, a journey of grit and talent. Scotty Nguyen, originally Thuan B. Nguyen, was born on October 28, 1962, in the chaotic streets of war-torn Vietnam. Despite his turbulent surroundings, young Scotty was a dreamer and a fighter. At 14, he made the daring decision to move to the U.S., landing in Southern California. Life in America was no walk in the park. He worked every odd job he could find, from busboy to dishwasher. But poker was calling, and soon Scotty found himself drawn to California's backroom card clubs. He was no ordinary player. Scotty was absorbing every tip, every strategy, and every lesson with laser focus. Before turning 20, Scotty knew his future was at the poker table, and he took his talents to Las Vegas. In just 6 months, he had transformed from a busboy to a poker prodigy, picking up the nickname, the Prince of Poker. With his fearless approach, he quickly built a reputation as a scrappy young star, capable of reading his opponents like open books. His flashy style and ability to make even seasoned pros sweat put him on the map. Scotty's early success. After arriving in Las Vegas in the 1980s, Scotty took a leap of faith, leaving behind his life of odd jobs and modest beginnings in California to immerse himself in poker's epicenter. Known for his charismatic personality and ability to read opponents, he quickly established himself at the cash tables, often playing alongside big names like Johnny Chan and David Gray. Scotty's first notable tournament victories came in the early 90s, where he began consistently cashing in events and catching the attention of fellow players. One of his first major cashes came in 1995, when he finished number 9 in a World Series of Poker event. This deep run proved he was more than just a cash game player. He was ready to compete with the very best in high-stakes tournaments. His relentless dedication and passion for the game soon paid off as he won his first WSOP bracelet in 1997 in Omaha 8 or better, securing his place as a top-tier player on the rise. These early successes were instrumental in preparing Scotty for the 1998 main event. By the time he entered that tournament, he was no longer just another player at the table, but a rising star with the confidence and experience to take on seasoned pros. This period of his life solidified Scotty's reputation as a relentless competitor who could thrive in both cash games and tournaments, setting the stage for the unforgettable journey that would follow. His bold style, combined with his genuine love for the game, made him a beloved figure among fans and players alike, and his early success became the foundation upon which he would build his legendary career. Enjoying the video so far? Make sure to subscribe and ring that bell. The 1998 World Series of Poker win. In 1998, Scotty Nguyen's path to glory began with a lifeline from his good friend Mike Matusow. The two poker pros had crossed paths countless times, and Matusow recognized a spark in Scotty that needed just a push to shine on the world stage. Low on cash and unable to afford the buy-in for the WSOP main event, Scotty was running on hope, determination, and a lifetime of practice. Matusow, confident in Scotty's talent, stepped up with a third of the buy-in in exchange for a share of any potential winnings. This act of trust was a testament to their friendship, and it ignited Scotty's tournament run, which would soon become one of the most entering the tournament as an underdog. Scotty was up against a field of experienced and skilled players, including former champions and heavyweights of the poker world. Throughout the grueling tournament, Scotty faced off against opponents known for their mental fortitude, razor-sharp reads, and willingness to go all in when necessary. One of the most memorable and pivotal moments came when Scotty, in the heat of the game, went head-to-head with poker pro Kevin McBride in a tense final showdown. By this point, Scotty had already battled through numerous hands, bluffing and calling with the fearlessness that would become his signature. In the final hand, Scotty held a full house, 8s over 9s, and leaned over to McBride with his iconic line, "You call, it's gonna be all over, baby." It was a daring move, and McBride, after a moment of consideration, called sealing Scotty's win. With this victory, Scotty didn't just win the $1 million prize, he claimed a seat among the legends of the game, but the win was shadowed by personal tragedy. The day after his triumph, he received news that his brother had been killed in an accident back in Vietnam. It was a heart-wrenching blow that left Scotty deeply affected, and he chose never to wear the WSOP bracelet he had won, keeping it instead as a silent tribute to his brother. In that bittersweet moment, Scotty's victory became more than a tournament win. It symbolized both the heights and depths of the human experience, where victory and loss can be separated by mere moments. His journey and perseverance through poker and personal hardship created an enduring legacy that would inspire generations of poker players. High life and higher stakes. Scotty Nguyen's $1 million win propelled him into a high-stakes lifestyle, making him one of the most recognizable faces in poker. He began embracing the luxurious life that his newfound fame afforded him. Fast cars, exclusive suites in Vegas, and high-stakes games where the stakes were as dazzling as the city lights. Known for his magnetic personality, Scotty was never just another player at the table. His charm and audacious style made him a trendsetter. Sporting sunglasses at the table, a habit that became synonymous with poker culture, Scotty brought an undeniable coolness that had fans imitating him around the world. Beyond his winning streaks, Scotty's unique energy and charisma made him a fan favorite, drawing crowds and new players eager to see the Prince of Poker in action. But the high life came with pressures that began taking a toll. As he transitioned from being an up-and-comer to one of poker's biggest stars, the stakes in his life grew beyond the poker table. Nights that used to end in thrilling victories began to end in tough losses, and the whirlwind lifestyle he had created became increasingly hard to manage. Scotty's lifestyle of high-stakes games and the pressure to maintain his image and performance began to spiral out of control. For all the fame, money, and respect he had won, he now found himself on a precarious path. The fall, addiction, bankruptcy, and rock bottom. Years at the top brought immense highs, but also left Scotty vulnerable to the darker sides of fame. The very lifestyle that had once seemed so thrilling began to unravel as a combination of grueling high-stakes losses and substance abuse brought Scotty into a downward spiral. The disciplined player he once was seemed lost, replaced by a man struggling to keep up with the intense expectations he'd built. His drug use became an open secret within the poker community, and his increasingly erratic behavior began to worry those who had once admired him. The former champ was now making reckless choices at the tables, unable to bring back the consistent skill and clarity that had defined his peak years. By 2010, the toll of addiction and financial missteps caught up with him. In 2012, financial strain drove Scotty to file for bankruptcy, a shocking outcome for a man who had once been the very image of poker success. The poker community watched with sadness as the legend they'd celebrated was brought to his lowest point. Yet, even as he faced profound losses, Scotty's story was far from over. Known for his resilience, he began looking for a way to rebuild his life. And as he confronted his mistakes, he was determined to rise once more. Scotty's fall served as a harsh reminder of the toll poker fame can take. But his resolve hinted at a comeback that would eventually inspire the poker world again. The road to recovery. A new beginning. The turning point in Scotty Nguyen's life came when he decided to face his struggles head-on. His battle against addiction was challenging, filled with moments of doubt and the constant temptation to fall back into old habits. Stepping away from the poker tables was not easy for a man who had built his life on the game. But Scotty knew that if he wanted to reclaim his place at the top, he had to focus on reclaiming his health and sense of self. Entering rehab was a crucial first step where he committed himself to the long journey of recovery. His determination, coupled with a strong support system, kept him grounded through the ups and downs of the process. Surrounded by family, friends, and supportive poker peers, Scotty found strength in reconnecting with the community that had once watched his meteoric rise. They offered not only encouragement, but the stability he needed to move forward. Slowly but surely, Scotty returned to the poker scene, but this time with a profound shift in perspective. His aim wasn't just to win, it was to demonstrate resilience, to show the world that he could conquer his inner demons as well as the poker world. Scotty's comeback was now about more than the game itself. It was about personal redemption, and becoming an inspiration for others who might be struggling in their own lives. His return to poker ignited hope among fans and friends alike, turning his journey into a testament to human endurance and determination. Legacy beyond poker, mentorship, and advocacy. In the years following his recovery, Scotty Nguyen transitioned from poker legend to advocate, channeling his experiences into helping others. He began speaking openly about his struggles with addiction, sharing his story at events and on various platforms to bring awareness to the dangers of addiction and the pressures of high-stakes poker life. His honesty and vulnerability transformed him from a poker icon into a mentor and an advocate. Scotty's story resonated far beyond the poker tables, reaching anyone who had faced adversity and needed a reminder that recovery is possible, no matter how far one has fallen. Scotty has also dedicated time to mentoring aspiring poker players, teaching them not just about the game's strategy, but about the discipline and balance required to stay grounded. By using his own life as an example, he warns new players about the pitfalls that come with fame and success, emphasizing that resilience and character are as essential to poker as any skill. His legacy now includes a profound message of hope and a powerful reminder that life's darkest moments do not define a person. Scotty Nguyen, once known simply as the Prince of Poker, has become a symbol of second chances, resilience, and mentorship. His impact reaches beyond poker, touching the lives of those who look to him as a guide not only in poker but in life itself. The Prince of Poker's lasting impact. While he may not be the dominant force he once was, Scotty's influence on poker is everlasting. His journey from the smoky card rooms of California to the high-stakes tables of Las Vegas, and finally, to the role of advocate and mentor is a tale of triumph, fall, and rebirth. Scotty's story reminds us that poker, like life, is full of ups and downs, and it's how you handle those downs that defines who you are. Through his ups and downs, Scotty has shown that poker is more than a game. It's a life journey that reflects our own challenges and triumphs. His story of resilience and renewal is a legacy that will inspire future generations to approach the game with skill, character, and heart. And as we remember his words and actions, Scotty Nguyen, the Prince of Poker, will continue to be celebrated for both his contributions to the game and the enduring lessons he left behind. Thanks for watching. If you want to keep up with more thrilling poker stories, remember to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for our latest videos.